Hey everybody, welcome back to the Kyle and Not Kyle show. This is going to be our Week 8 preview and thoughts around the league. So after last week, I am 11-7 and Not Kyle is 10-8. We got some matchups this week that should be kind of fun to watch. One is going to be fun to watch. One will probably be fun to watch.
I think Miami-Houston will be fun to watch.
Yeah.
I think the New England-Buffalo game. Unless
mean,
Buffalo, I don't know. Who possibly could they? I wonder if Kelly could still play.
Oh, well, they could get his nephew.
They could get anybody.
Yeah, Jim Kelly's nephew was just released by the Broncos. You know, for breaking into a house and everything. It's the third time he's been arrested since college. But hey, if you got the great last name, you can do whatever you want. Anyway, so Thursday night.
That's our political reaction, Jay.
The Thursday night game is going to be the Miami Dolphins.
4-3.
4-3 at the 4-3 Houston Texans. Texans have won 3 straight. Yeah, I'm excited. I have Houston winning.
As do I.
Yeah, mainly I'm going with the home team. I think I'm excited because I think it's probably going to be a matchup between DeAndre Hopkins and Xavier Howard, which it was interesting because someone asked Hopkins, I think it was yesterday, about Xavier Howard, like, oh, what do you think of him? He was like, who? I don't know who that is. Okay, which Hopkins is he's started trash talking a little more this year because Ramsey had made some comments about DeAndre Hopkins.
How would he know? Have they ever played him?
Don't think so.
It could actually be a real thing.
No,
he could have been talking smack,
I know.
Or he could have.
Did they play him last year? No, they didn't play him last year. It could be. I mean, Howard has been one of the better corners in the league, basically since midway through last year. Yeah. So I have.
Okay, let's spin off on a little bit on this.
Okay.
When do they get rid of Tannehill? How many
year.
games does he have to miss?
This year.
Here's the difference. Andrew Luck missed a year and some change. He looks great.
Yep.
Still, I mean, you just go, I don't know, did he miss 2 years? Yeah. Tannehill misses 4 games.
Yep.
He looks okay, but then he gets hurt again. I don't. He's going to the Raiders next year,
I think.
Yeah. There's a second political rant of the day.
So the Sunday night game matchup.
I've been waiting for this for almost a year.
I am excited about this game. So New Orleans is going back to the site of their playoff hopes being dashed last year. They are going to face the Minnesota Vikings at the site of the Minneapolis Miracle.
Okay. New Orleans is 5-1. Minnesota is 4-2-1. Minnesota needs this game more than New Orleans does.
And this crowd is already going to be hyped.
However, However, with Atlanta's win over the Giants, Carolina won last week. That is actually tighter, and then Tampa Bay won.
Yeah.
That division is actually tighter than I thought it was going to be at this point in time.
Thanks a lot, Fitzmagic.
Well, and Winston's done. He's done quite well.
He's done better
fun
than
of him. Oh, he's not going to come back and do anything. He's done actually okay.
Rob, he wants to eat some W's.
Later in the year, I want to say it's in first part of December. Mm-hmm. Minnesota and Green Bay play again. We'll be previewing that one as well.
Yeah, that's a Sunday night game.
If they lose this, Minnesota loses this game, they're going to be trailing Green Bay. Now, Green Bay has to go into New England first, and then Minnesota goes into New England. Yeah. So, they're going to be that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
For that division, it's not going to matter to New England at all, except for against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
The playoff spots against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a quick. Minnesota allows 23.6 points a game. Mm-hmm. New Orleans allows 27.2.
I have Minnesota winning by field goal. So
Minnesota is the 14th passing, tied with New Orleans at number 14 passing. I thought they were going to be way higher.
Yeah.
But
I would
the
thought both
Rams
of them
and
were.
the Chiefs and actually
true.
Pittsburgh and there's
Well, and New England's starting to get back up there too. I was looking at the rankings and stuff, and that they're starting to climb. New England's starting to climb back up into the.
I'm sorry,
top 10.
Minnesota's 4 in passing, not 14. I did one.
Oh, okay.
Number 4 in passing.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, okay, that's weird. Yeah, I am picking
You know what I think this is
Minnesota.
going to come down on to?
What?
I think this is going to come down to a running,
Yeah.
the running game.
Well, in that
Whichever one
case,
can set up and
yeah.
keep the running game going, I think is going to win.
Yeah.
Because both of these quarterbacks can
Yeah.
2 plays, 1 play,
Yeah.
and then the receivers, the same thing.
Yeah.
And right now, nobody has been able to stop Thielen.
No.
Nobody.
7 straight games with 100 yards. He has
and
100
a
yards.
touchdown. I think
Yeah.
he's got 9 touchdowns right now, or 10 touchdowns.
He's got something like that. But yeah, only receiver in the league right now to have 100 yards in every single game he's played. I mean, I love his story. He, D2 guy, never didn't get a single Division I offer, went undrafted, signed with the practice squad his first year, got like 900 some yards, I think, his second year, and then 1,000 yards last year, 1,000 yards. I mean, he's gonna, and barring injury, he's gonna get 1,000 yards again.
Oh, he might be closer to 1,500
Right.
by that time.
And then yeah, Sunday night. So that's the
Well,
Sunday
wait,
night matchup.
and you have Minnesota.
Yep.
And I'm taking my NFC Super Bowl pick.
Yeah, you're taking the Saints.
Taking the Saints.
Mm.
This is it. If they don't do it here.
Yeah.
Because there's a good chance they can come back again.
So yeah, and then Monday night game, New England at Buffalo.
Don't tell me that's not Kraft paying off the NFL to get a primetime game.
Well, every team is supposed to get a Monday night.
Yeah, against Buffalo though. Come on. That's Buffalo.
We almost always play them on a Monday night. It seems like the last 2 or 3 years we've always had a Monday night game versus Buffalo.
5-2 against 2-5, and it'll be 6-2 against 2-6.
It'll be a nice thing
When's
for
the
the
last
defense.
time the Bills beat them?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Oh,
Yeah, that was the game without Brady.
Yeah, where they didn't play their
Yeah,
starters.
yeah, and Jacoby had no, that was year before. No, 2 years before they beat us because we sat Brady and Gronk and Revis and McCourty. And,
Oh, so last year when Brady was on
no,
suspension?
2 years ago when Brady was on suspension, they beat us at home in Gillette. It was like
That was last year, wasn't it?
no,
When
it was
they
2
missed
years ago. No, because it was the year of the Atlanta Super Bowl that he missed the 4 games. Jacoby had broke his thumb the last Thursday night game.
Yeah. They were on their third string quarterback.
They're on their third string quarterback.
And they did have Gronkowski and Edelman.
We had Edelman. I don't think we had Gronkowski.
So that was the last time. No
Yeah.
Brady.
Yeah, no Brady. Yeah,
This game's going to be unwatchable.
Hey, I think it's gonna give us a chance to
Oh, please!
Hey! It's gonna give us a game up in the division. It's gonna give us a chance for the defense to kind of flex their muscles, say, "Hey, we're back."
No one's going to go, "Oh, you beat Buffalo. Your defense is back."
I'm saying that, okay?
Gotta
I need some confidence boost in my defense.
See, what did New England? They absolutely pasted Miami. Have they played the Jets?
No.
Okay. They're going to absolutely pace the Bills. A couple of weeks ago, they just annihilated Miami. You don't even remember it because it was such an ass whooping.
I honestly don't remember us playing Miami.
Yeah, it was a complete and utter destruction of Miami.
This is the only game I can think of as last year's game against them in Gillette.
No.
When we did the same thing.
It was painful.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do remember this game now.
painful to
Yeah. So those are our picks. So if I win and Rob loses, I'll go up 2 games on him. Otherwise, if I lose, we're gonna end up back in a tie. So some thoughts around the league. John Gruden has traded another player for a first-round pick. Amari Cooper to the Cowboys.
Okay, I've seen Amari Cooper drop so many balls in the last 2 years. They got a steal for a first round.
Oh
pick.
my gosh, yeah.
And once again, Dallas. What was his name? Roy Thomas. Roy. The last guy. He played for the Lions, and they traded 2 first round picks for him.
Oh.
Roy something.
Yeah, I know.
That's what this is going to be.
Talking about.
He's going to end up. Cole Beasley's going to end up beating Cooper out for the number
I'm
one.
Sure.
You're sure, but this is Amari. They're playing. No, they didn't give a first round pick for Cole Beasley.
Yeah.
You know what I think is interesting though. You know who they've not shopped around? Jordy Nelson. He's been money.
Yeah.
Cooper's dropped balls.
Yeah.
Cooper does drop balls,
Yeah.
and the kind of balls you just go, oh, come on, I'll take half the pay to drop the ball out there.
Right. So Drew Brees threw his 500th touchdown pass this last week, which
Was there 4 of
went to Benjamin
Three?
Watson, who helped both Brees and Brady get to that number because Benjamin Watson was drafted by New England.
Oh, he's played on like 6 different. No, 3
Three.
or 4 different teams.
Three or four. Because he
Was
played
it Cleveland.
Cleveland, Baltimore, and New Orleans.
Yeah.
So yeah, 4 teams. So yeah, I thought that was neat.
So is it him, Brady, Manning, and Favre have thrown for 500 touchdowns?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm telling you, this kind of leads into this. What is the Pro Football Hall of Fame gonna do if Brady and Brace retire in the same year?
Brady and Brace.
Brady and Brace, because that's what I call
Brady
it.
and Brace, huh? Apparently, we have 2 new quarterbacks in the NFL. They're
They're
just
awesome,
tearing it up.
What do they do? Because they only let in one. You cannot.
Oh, they'll let both of them in. They're not. They can't.
They only let in one for position.
No,
That's
they
their
don't.
rule.
No, they don't.
Really.
Yeah. Moss and guy who kept on getting held out every year. He never got in. T.O. They were both into the Hall of Fame this year.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. No, that's something you and I have said it should be, is you can have one at each position if there's a guy worthy of it. But yeah, that would be the issue. Because there's no, I mean, in that case, then you would get to the whole argument. Okay, Brees holds most of the passing records. Brady holds
holds
the
all of them.
postseason records.
He will hold all of them.
I think Brady owns 1 or 2 of them. He doesn't? Okay, I don't know.
Peyton Manning on most of them.
Yeah, and then Brees said, "Here, I'll take those." That would make an interesting discussion, though. Then, what does the Hall value more, rings or stats?
Well, it's Hall of. Here's that's always bothered me. It's Hall of Fame. It's not either one of those.
Yeah,
It's Hall of Fame. Who's the most famous guy?
Tom Brady.
I would say he has infamy too,
Yeah.
which is kind of fame.
So this was an interesting thing on the Fox pregame show. According to Jake Glazer, the Texans were concerned about the effect that air pressure would have on Deshaun Watson's bruised lung and his injured ribs. So they sent him to Jacksonville via a 12-hour bus ride instead of taking the flight with the team. So they felt that air pressure would be too dangerous, yet they let him go play a game where he's going to get sacked.
Well, it's not the same thing. It's like in breaks, the two sports.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you'd call it sport, where all of the medical knowledge comes from break and bones.
Mm-hmm.
Football and ballet. One's fast impact, other one's constant stress.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're talking about there.
So we were talking about the Chargers. Their 5 wins. This is my one caveat to their record. Their 5 wins are against the Bills, the Niners, the Raiders, the Browns, and the Titans.
And their 2 losses are to
The
Chiefs and the Rams.
Yeah, Chiefs and the Rams. So they've lost to 2 good teams.
The 2 best record teams
the
in
2
the
best
NFL.
teams with the best record. They've lost to
And
teams
they were in both of those
that
games.
I don't even think have 6 wins.
Well, it's only week 7. How many teams are going to have 6 wins?
No,
That'd
I'm
be
saying
Kansas
there's
City and the
5
Rams.
teams. I think the Titans. What are the Titans? They have 2 wins.
No. The Titans are 3-3.
3, so
3,
3.
4 and 3, something like that. That was the actual one where
so
you
maybe
go.
have
These ones. This is one of those ones where they're supposed to beat these teams.
Yeah.
If they beat let's say they had beat the they had beat the Chiefs and lost to the Niners, would you be saying, well, one of their losses was to a bad team?
No.
They've lost
No.
to the two number one
Yeah.
in each
Yeah.
conference record wise.
Yeah, and I'm not taking that against. I just didn't realize that. I thought they had played some better teams. Speaking of the Titans, at the end of the game, early game in London, Mike Vrabel went for 2. I didn't have an issue with them going for 2. I didn't like the play call. On the first try, I could live with, because I do believe they did have a running back in there. But the Chargers were called for holding in the end zone, moved the ball forward to the 1-yard line, and you went out of an empty backfield. No Derrick Henry on the field. Chargers did exactly what I would have done.
Yeah, load it up.
Yeah, load up the end zone, just flood the end zone with your defensive backs so that there is no clear throwing lane. That's what they did. Mariota scrambles, line catches up to him.
Well, okay. I'm gonna go back. Who's New England's wins been against? The Chiefs are the only team with a winning record, I believe.
Bears
Literally.
Bears had a winning record. Bears only had 2 losses going into the game.
Or are they 2 and
They're
3?
They're 3-3 now. Or no, they're 3-3 because they had an early bye. So they were 3-2 going into the game. Now they're 3-3.
Keep going.
Houston, who they have a winning record. So it's Houston, Kansas City, the Bears. We're the same as the Chargers then. All our wins have come against our wins have come against. Our 2 losses. We lost to the
Jaguars and the
Jaguars
Lions.
and the
Lions are 3-3.
Three.
Bears are 3-3. They were okay. So
They were 3-2.
You lost to the Lions,
Mm-hmm.
who they're now 3-3.
Yeah.
And the Jags, who are now 3-3.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, beat Kansas City in New England.
So that was.
But the two losses that New England has, the teams are combined 6-6.
Mm-hmm.
The teams that added together that the Chargers lost to,
Well, but
that's
see,
13-1.
Yeah, but see the thing that for me is there we go. The thing for me is the Chargers. I'm sorry, not the Chargers. Speaking of New England, the Jaguars. I honestly think their whole focus this season was week 2. I mean, you had players saying, "Oh, this is the most important matchup of this is the most important game in my life." We've circled this one since the schedule came out, and they put. I honestly think they put every ounce of their being into that win.
Do you or do you not believe hands down the best New England performance this year was against Kansas City?
Oh,
I think they circled that too.
I think they did too, partially because of last year with what?
No, exactly.
Because they spoiled
Exactly.
the homecoming last year. They spoiled the Super Bowl celebration. And Detroit, Matt Patricia was with New England for 14 years. He's gonna know.
Nobody knows how to stop
everything.
Tom Brady.
No,
That
but
was
he's
just
gonna
anemic. They
know
looked
all their different.
They looked
that
anemic.
was the thing.
Offense and
No
defense.
Edelman and
No, defense-wise too.
yeah,
They didn't finish good.
defense-wise was still meshing. So I have a interesting question for you
Okay.
to end thoughts around the league. I'm gonna give you stats from a guy. I want you to tell me who it is. He's been to the Pro Bowl 7 times in 8 years. He's had 1,000 yards each season except for one season where he was hurt for 6 games. That year he had 964 yards.
Is this a receiver?
Yes, he was also ranked 17th by his peers on the NFL Top 100 Players of 2017. Who is it?
It's not one of the people we talked about last week?
No, it's one of the people we talked about last week.
Oh, you said 8 years?
Yeah.
That gets rid of a lot of guys. That gets rid of a lot of guys. So Brown's been in the league 8 years, more than 8 years. Keenan Allen has been in more than 8 years, I think. Has Hopkins been in 8 years?
No.
No. AJ Green, Jarvis Landry. Was it one of those two guys? Or was it Y.A. Tilton or whatever the heck his name is? T.Y. Hilton.
It's not Hilton.
Okay. Was it A.J. Green?
Yes. Yeah. I heard
He's
some.
a stud.
I was watching Sunday Night Broadcast, and Al Michaels was saying, he's been to 7 Pro Bowls in 8 years. He had 1,000 yards every season except the one he missed 6 games. Like, whoa, what? Yeah. He is never talked about. It's like I say, he is always overlooked. Yet he is so consistent.
Do you know why he's overlooked?
Because he plays for Cincinnati.
No. Because Pittsburgh's in that division with Antonio Brown.
Yep.
If he was in the NFC West, he'd talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you got, what do you have? Brown, Jones, probably the 2 most talked about wide receivers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah. I just thought that was really interesting. I was like, dang, wouldn't have guessed that.
T.Y. Hilton.
T.Y. Hilton.
Okay. Keep wanting to say Y.A. Tittle.
I was gonna say, is that who? I thought that was who you were
I've
going
said
at.
it before.
Yeah,
I said Y.A. Tittle before, and you looked at me like I started speaking Portuguese.
All right, so that wraps up thoughts around the league.
Actually, I got
Okay.
one for you,
Okay.
and we can come back to
Oh
this.
gosh, no prep.
We can come back to this during your hopefully truncated draft show. This Oakland has their number 1 pick. Dallas is number 1 pick, and Chicago's number 1 pick. It is possible that the Raiders have 3 of the top 10 picks. What did Cleveland have? 2? And that blew up the entire draft.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
I think Chicago, of those 3 teams, Chicago's going to have a better record than Oakland and Dallas.
Yeah.
But that is incredible.
Yeah.
That is absolutely incredible.
They can take whoever they want.
Multiple times.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's if they don't want to trade out of it.
Yeah. All right, we'll drop back and take this one. Then we'll
So,
get your first next.
My question is, do they have 3 when season's over? Do they have 3 in the top 10? 3 picks in the top 10.
I'm gonna say no. I think they'll have 3 in the top 15. I think the Bears will have either the 12th or the 13th pick, somewhere in there.
Okay. And you think Dallas is going to have under that too?
Yeah. I don't have faith in Dallas.
I think they're going to have 3 in the top 10.
Yeah.
Possibly 3 in the top 8.
You never know.
So
That's why we love draft season. It's coming.
No, I don't like draft season.
I'm just draft season.
trying to drum up some kind of conversation about the draft.
All right, we'll see you next week, guys. Enjoy the weekend of the games.